The next topic is that is standing wave in a string fixed at both ends. This is the two ends. This is the string. Suppose this is lambda by 2 from here to here, and after that this is the nodes, and this is called the first harmonic fundamental. The second condition, it will be like this. The third position, it will be like this, and so. So for this, we are discussing that the standing waves in a string fixed. These are the string. This is fixed at two ends. So for this, we can write that as we already know that the separation between the adjacent nodes, this is the nodes, this is nodes, this is nodes. Adjacent nodes of a wave is lambda by 2. This is for this condition, where lambda is the wavelength of the component traveling wave. So the string length is L. This is to be assumed. Let this is L, which must be an integral multiple of half wave length. So in general, we can write an equation that is n lambda by 2, that is equals to the full length, where n stands for 1, 2, 3 and so on. Now in this case, we'll talk about the first case, that is for the first node of vibration. For the first node, that n is equals to 1, we'll put this value in this equation. So 1 lambda by 2 is equals to L. It means lambda is equals to 2L. In that case, this first node will be there. So for this case, let the frequency is F1. F1 stands for the first node, and that will be equals to V upon lambda. For lambda, we'll place the value in the full length. So F1 becomes V upon 2L, where the V is equals to the velocity of either one of progressive wave that have produced the standing wave. As we already know, what we know, that the velocity is under root t by m, where t is equals to the tension of the string and m is equals to the mass per unit length of the string. So this will put in this equation. So from here f1 becomes 1 upon 2l, v value is under root t by m. This is the frequency for the first node. Now the second mode of vibration. For second, n becomes 2. So 2 into lambda by 2 is equals to L. It is for the second, so lambda is becomes 2. So here lambda 2 becomes L. 2 is being cancelled out. For this one, the frequency is becomes, this is the frequency, and that is equals to lambda 2. So that is V upon L. This is for F2. Same procedures we are adopting to find out. As we know that the velocity is equals to under root of t by m, we'll put this value in this equation. So from here V 1 upon L under root of t by m. This is the frequency F2. Now we are going to establish a relationship between F1 and F2. See, F1 is equals to 1 upon 2L under root of t by m. Here it becomes, we are doing one arrangement, that is 1 upon 2L multiplied of 2 under root of t by m. So we can write it is 2, it becomes 2, it is 1 upon 2L under root of t by m, and this value is the F1. So this is, so we got a relationship that is F2. We got a relationship that is F2 is equals to 2F1. So now we got the frequency on the second mode. Now for the third mode of vibration, same way we will try to solve this, that n is equals to 3. So 3 into lambda 3 by 2 is equals to L. From here L is equals to 3 by 2 of lambda 3. The frequency F3 is equals to V by lambda. So it becomes V by lambda 3. So F3 is equals to, from here if we are going to find out lambda 3, it is equals to 2 by 3 of L. So we'll put this value here. So it is V upon 2L into 3, or we can write 3 by 2 of V by L. because V is equals to under root T by M, put it here. So F3 becomes, it is 3 by 2L, V is equals to under root T by M. Again, we are going to find out a relationship, that is 3 into 1 upon 2L under root of 3 by M. This becomes F1. So it is 3F of 1. Now, as we did earlier, F2 is equals to 2F1, F3 is equals to 3F1, and so on. So now we are going to find out the last one, that is the frequency of the nth harmonic. It means n is equals to n. So n into lambda by 2 is equals to L. Or from here, lambda is equals to 2L by n. For this, Fn is equals to n upon 2L into V. And because V is equals to under root T by M, put it here. So Fn is equals to n into 1 upon 2L under root of T by M. It is F1. So Fn is equals to n times of F1. So this is the general formula. If F1 is equals to F1, F2 is equals to 2F1, F3 is equals to 3F1, and so on. So with that, we are finding out the generalized formula for this one. Now, so what we got, Fn is equals to Nf of 1. This was the formula which we have find out. It means that this is known as the n-1 overtone. And nth harmonic. What does it mean? It means the overtone value is less than 1 when we are getting the harmonic value. If we are finding out the frequency for the nth harmonic, that frequency will be for the n-1 overtone. What does it mean? It means that this means that the frequency of various overtones are the whole number multiple of fundamental frequency, which means n is equals to 1, 2, 3 and so on. This is the whole number multiple. This is the whole number. Now, important points to be remembered. What are those points? We are going to focus on that. In this category, the very first is, that is the position of nodes. According to the diagram which we have drawn earlier, there are two nodes. I'll show you that. This diagram which we have shown, this 2, this is 3, this is 4. According to the diagram, there are two nodes in first mode of vibration. Then this is the first mode, this is the second mode, this is the third mode. First mode 2, second mode 3, third mode 4. So first mode of vibrations, 3 nodes in the second mode of vibration, and so on. It shows that in the nth mode of vibration and so on, it vibration and so on, that's the nth. It shows that in the n+1 nodes, and these nodes are located at a distance of 0, then L by n, then it becomes 2L by n, then it becomes 3L by n, and so on. Now the second, it is the position of the nodes. Now the position of NT nodes. Again, as shown in figure. In which figure? It's the same figure which we are discussing now. We are talking about these figures. In these figures, there is one NT nodes in, this is A, in first mode of vibration. In this 1 and 1, 2. Two NT nodes in second mode of vibration, and so on. And this shows that in the nth mode of vibration, there are located in between the nodes and position will be x. Suppose x, we are denoting the position, it will be L by 2n, it becomes 3L by 2n, then it becomes the 5L by 2n, and so on. If we'll talk about the last one, then it becomes 2n minus 1 with L upon 2n. That will be the last antinode. Now the next topic which we are going to discuss, that is a standing wave in air column. For this we have to draw a column. This is the wave, that x is equals to t and the length is equals to lambda 1 by 4. Here at x is equals to 0. This is the standing waves in the air column. This is the air column and this is the waves. We are talking about this, the air column. In the first category we will discuss, that is the standing wave in a pipe which is closed at one end. This is the pipe in which the air is present, the one side is closed, and this is the formation of the wave. So it is the mode of vibration. It is the diagram for that. Now we have the general equation for a standing wave in which reference origin at node. This is the reference origin, and it will be given by, that is, y is equals to 2a sine of kx function cos of omega t. This is the first equation. At a closed end of the pipe, this end, here n is equals to 0, which means sine of kx becomes 0 because at this point the value of x is 0. So the equation, this equation, that becomes 0. It means node is formed. When we'll get this equation, it means this, at this points the node is formed. This is the closed end, this is the open ends. Now we'll talk about the open end. At the open end of the pipe, when the length is this is the length, x is equals to L, length is L, and where antinode is formed. This is the antinode. So here the displacement, this is maximum. Here it is the zero, it is the maximum. When the y is maximum, it means the value of sine function, that is the sine of kx, is equals to the maximum. The sine value maximum is plus or minus 1. So if x is equals to L, see it, x is equals to L, it means in place of k we will put L, that is Lx, and the value will be plus minus of 1. It means sine of 2n minus 1 pi by 2 is the value of that function. This value will be plus minus of 1. So what does it mean? It means this is 1, this is 2, equation 1 equals to equations 2. See it. Then I am going to write the formula. X is equals to L. So it is KL. K is the constant and x, in place of x we will put L. So the KL is equals to plus minus 1, and this is the function of the sine where the value is plus minus 1. We will equate these two things. Which means sine of KL is equals to the sine of 2n minus 1 pi by 2. Sine is cancelled out. KL is equals to 2n minus 1 of pi by 2. Now as we already know, what we know, that k is equals to 2 pi by lambda. I'll put this value here. K is equals to 2 pi by lambda with L is equals to 2n minus 1, that pi by 2. So this pi is to be cancelled with this one. The rest is 2L upon lambda is equals to 2n minus 1 upon 2. From here we are going to find out the value of lambda, that is equals to 2L multiplied 2 upon 2n minus 1, that becomes 4L upon 2n minus 1, that is lambda. Here n will start from 1, 2 and so on. Now with this equation we are going to find out, that is the first mode of vibration, which means n is equals to 1. So lambda 1 is equals to 4L, n is equals to 1, that is 2 minus of 1, that is 4L. For that, frequency is equals to V upon lambda 1, that is V upon 4L, and V is equals to under root T by M. Now the second mode of vibration, lambda 2, this equation, that becomes, I am writing directly 4L upon 2, 4 minus 1, 3. Then the frequency F2 V by lambda 2, that is 3 by 4L under root of T by M. Three by 4L, this becomes 4, this will be reverse, so it is 3 by 4 of L under root T by M. It means it becomes 3, this becomes the f1, so it becomes 3f1. So f2 is equals to 3f1. f2 is what? That is the first overtone. This is the first overtone. Now the third one, that is the third mode of vibration. Lambda 3, that becomes 4 by 5 of L. F3, it becomes 5 times of 1 upon 4L under root T by M. It again becomes F1. So F3 is equals to 5F1. So the F3 is equals to the second overtone. Now the frequency of nth vibration harmonic. So lambda n is equals to 4L upon 2n minus 1. Fn is equals to V upon lambda n, that is equals to lambda n, V is equals to under root T by n, that becomes 2n minus of 1 upon 4L under root T by M. Again it becomes F1, so it becomes 2n minus 1 of F1. So this Fn is equals to, that is the n minus 1 over tones. So we can write that, therefore we can write a pipe which is closed at one end can produce only odd number harmonics. What does it mean? That is F1, 3F1, 5F1 and n minus 1 F1. To n minus 1. Where F1 is the fundamental frequency, if means Fn is equals to Nv by 4L, and here n is equals to 1, 2, 3 and it is 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. It is the odd multiple. So this is the standing waves in the pipe which is closed at one end. Now the second which we are going to discuss, that is the standing wave in a open pipe which both ends are open. See, this is the diagram for that one. This is this is that. It becomes x is equals to L. This is x is equals to 0. This is the direction of x. This point, this is the antinode. This point, this is the node. At this point, this is antinodes. This is only a axis. This is the open side. This is the open. Here it is open and here it is open. The both ends are open. So for this, find out the frequency. Same way we are going, that is at a reference point is antinodes. So the equation of the stationary wave can be written in the form of, the generalization form we are going to write, that is 2a cos of kx sine of omega t. The amplitude in this function 2a cos of kx must be maximum at the end because antinodes are formed there. So if the antinodes are formed there, so the value should be the maximum. So we can write that 2a cos of kx, the value will be maximum, that is 2a. What does it mean? It means the function of cos of kx will be maximum. When it is maximum at the ends, so x is equals to L, it means cos of KL is equals to plus minus of 1, and this value of, that is cos of 2 pi by lambda of L. Or we can write that cos of 2 pi by lambda with L is equals to cos of n pi. Cancelled out, it becomes 2L upon lambda is equals to L. Lambda is equals to 2L by, this is the value of lambda. Now we are going to find out the frequencies. The very first, that is the first mode of vibration for the standing waves in a open pipe, which both ends are open. So the lambda 1 is equals to 2L. So the frequency, it becomes lambda 1 and it becomes 1 upon 2L, and V is under root of T by M. So F1 is equals to 1 upon 2L. In the same form, we are going the further frequencies. The second, that is the second mode of vibration. For this, the lambda 2, it becomes 2L by 2. It becomes L. So the frequency, it becomes lambda by 2, that is 1 upon L, and V is under root of T by M. So what we are doing, it becomes 2L multiplied to under root T by M, and this becomes the F1. So it becomes 2F1 and it becomes the F2. This is known, that is the first overtone in that pipe for that standing waves where the both end of that pipe is open. So this is the first overtone. The third mode of vibration. The third mode of vibration, that is lambda 3 is equals to 2L by 3. So for that F3 is equals to V by lambda 3. So F3, it becomes 3 by 2L under root of T by M, and that becomes 3 of F1. So F3 is equals to 3F1, where F3 is the second overtone. Next is I am directly writing the nth mode of vibration. Nth mode of vibrations, I am directly writing Fn. It is Nf of 1, where n is equals to 1, 2, 3 and n. So this is the generalization to find out that frequency for the standing waves which are moving in a open pipe, where the both ends of that pipes are open.